Sanji has returned. The Sanji that I have been waiting for. The Sanji that I've been begging for months and years has returned. Now, I know what a lot of you will say, and I know I've gotten this from a few people. Ever since I made that Sanji has changed video, I've gotten a lot of pushback on people saying that Sanji hasn't changed. It's just that you weren't seeing what you wanted to see from Sanji, but it's still Sanji. Now, let's address that. Let's start off the video by addressing that, because I'm pretty sure, based on the title, based on the comment section, you guys are going to be like, well, Sanji never changed. You just want me that action. I want you guys to understand something, right? Let me put this into context. Say you have a girlfriend, right? You guys are great. She's real sweet, supportive, and, you know, great in the sack. You're having a great time, right? You've been dating her for like 6 months. Fantastic. Great girl. And then, you know, she's going through stuff and, you know, she's not willing to be in the sack no more, but she's still a great girl. You know, she's happy. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, babe. Yeah, it's cool. Let's cuddle and watch Netflix and you chilling, right? That's your girl. That's fine. You fine with that. But you want the walls. You want them. But she's not in the mood. What do you do about it? You can't do nothing about it, King. So it's like, all right, well, I love my girl, but it'd be really nice if I could get some walls. Now, I know this is a vulgar analogy, but I want you to understand this because I'm going to tie it in. This is ridiculous. I know it is. But you want the walls. So then after a while, say it's been a month, you haven't got no walls, you're deprived, you're like, man, I'm struggling here, I'm loyal to my girl, but man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we dating, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you're like, come on. Right? And then you finally, it's like your opinion of your girl hasn't changed, but it's something you want more than anything. You want it. There's nothing wrong with you wanting that. Just because you want some walls, imagine someone coming to you and saying, oh, well, you don't really love your girl if that's all you're looking for. I'm like, of course I love my girl. I would just like some walls. There's nothing wrong with that. So think about it. After she gives you the walls, all of a sudden you're a happy man. You're living great. You appreciate your girl. Everything about your girl. That's fine. Right? It was a long analogy. Apologize. Let's compare this to Sanji. The gags, they've always been funny. The gags are great. The love for the women, the kindness, the chivalry, that's great. But there's also a side of Sanji that we underestimate. And I find it hilarious that when I go through the anime, Sanji has a lot of moments where that iconic jazz music is playing. Right? It's iconic. And most of the time when that iconic jazz music is playing, Sanji is cool, calm, collected, suave. I lose these words with Sanji a lot. He's vibing. He's in his mode. Like, yo, he's tactically aware, swift, decisive, mature. That's Sanji. That's the Sanji that you really hang your hat on. Like, that's my Sanji. I love that. And then he disappears and you don't hear the jazz music no more, but you get the gag still, and you get the woman and everything like that. And you're just thinking, okay, well, this is Sanji, but where's the jazz music? Where's Mr. Prince? Where's the tactics? Where's the moments that really completed Sanji and made him amazing? And you don't get that Sanji for a while. You get a little bit of hints of it there. You get isolated moments, but you're really waiting for that Mr. Prince. You're waiting for him. And you don't get it and you get frustrated. Where's Mr. Prince? But then imagine people coming up to you and telling you that you don't understand Sanji because you want Mr. Prince and you should appreciate all of Sanji. Well, I can appreciate all of Sanji, but still want Mr. Prince. And don't tell me we've got Mr. Prince, because we've got isolated moments where Sanji's been cool. But there's a difference between Sanji being cool and Sanji being Mr. Prince. And we know what Mr. Prince looks like. What we got today was Mr. Prince. What we got today was not just power scaling, because I want you guys to understand that. Get the power scaling out of your head. This moment wasn't about power scaling. Power scaling was involved, but it's not about the power scaling. It's about the presence. It's about the moment. Sanji appears. He saves Chopper. He saves everybody from Peril Sparrow's arrows. On top of that, Sanji, if you look at the Viz translation, Sanji was the only one that's, what's wrong with y'all? Why are y'all crying? Why is everybody upset? Do you not know who Luffy is? Sanji was the voice of reason amongst the chaos. At the worst moment for everyone in Onigashima, Sanji is the one who stood up and said, everybody get your life together. And even the Onigashima pirates, the smile users, the enemy, there was like, how is he still able to fight after his captain just got beat? And this is where I want to go back to the Wholecake moment, right? Because think about what happened. Sanji specifically mentioned, how many miracles have you seen Luffy perform? How many miracles have we gone through? Sanji didn't have that mindset in Wholecake when he had his hands tied, Zeph was caught up. He needed a miracle in that moment, but Sanji didn't believe in that miracle then. Because he believed he's the only one that could actually make something happen. But Sanji didn't believe in the miracle then. That was his moment of weakness. Now we're in a dire situation. And Sanji's like, at this point, I was wrong. So now no more games. Luffy's beaten? Hell no. How many miracles have we seen, Chopper? And that moment encapsulates everything that happened in Wholecake, and it shows the growth he had. And it also brings us back to the moment where Sanji is decisive. Sanji is cool. Sanji is suave. Diablo Jambe. Smacking Queen around, spinning like a helicopter. Cool ass things that we waiting for. The moment where it's the character, it's the power, and it's the manliness. No gags, no memes, nothing. There's no gags or memes littered in this. It's just straight 100% serious Sanji. That's why we're so happy. That's why I'm so happy, because I can appreciate the gags. I can appreciate the kindness, the chivalry of Sanji, the soft character that he is, the gentle character that he is. But Mr. Prince is the coolest character in One Piece to me. So color me shocked that when I see Mr. Prince, I'm more excited than any human being ever. Because as someone who's been watching One Piece for almost 15 years, there's one thing that I always loved, and it's that goddamn jazz music and Sanji with the cigarette saying, I got it, man, the hunter is here, thanks, I needed a light. That is the coolest Sanji there is. So how can you be upset at somebody who wants to see Sanji at his peak? And his peak is not about power. His peak is about himself. So get the power scaling out of your head when it comes to Sanji. People's like, oh, you're just mad because he's not strong as Zoro. Who cares about Zoro when it comes to Sanji? Who cares? That's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for power scaling feats. We're looking for the character. The character as a whole, not just bits and pieces, the whole character. And now Sanji is complete again. And Grand Line Reviews you can check out his video, right? It says, I hate Sanji. He brought this out perfectly. He said, Sanji split into three. There's the Sanji that is gags, laughs. You have the woman gag. He loves women. He compromises himself for women all the time. That's fine. That's 30% of Sanji. Then you have another 30%, or 33%, whatever percentages you want to use, where it's the character. It's the Wholecake Sanji, the Sanji you got in the backstory, the kind Sanji, the Sanji that gave Gin food, the Sanji that took care of Luffy, the Sanji that was willing to sacrifice himself for Luffy in Thriller Bark. Chivalrous Sanji. There's that Sanji. And then there's action Sanji. There's James Bond Sanji. There's tactical Sanji. There's suave Sanji. There's cigarette in the mouth, jazz music playing Sanji. So if all we've been getting is 66% of Sanji for a majority of post-time skip, can you imagine the people that really love that 33% of Sanji being pleased with what we've seen so far? You can like different parts of Sanji, but you can't be mad at someone and say they don't understand Sanji's whole character if they like 33% of Sanji more than they like the other 60%. You can appreciate all of it together, but there's always going to be things that you align yourself to with the character. So today, we get that 33%, and you put that all together, and you get Sanji as a whole. This is why I say Sanji has returned. This is why I'm happy. Now, from a power scaling perspective, I think Sanji gonna pack Queen up, but that's just me, because we haven't seen the rain suit yet. We haven't seen Queen's hybrid form, so that's just me. That's an opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. I just want him to pack him up. I don't expect it to happen. Hopefully it doesn't get off screen, because God knows Oda's abusive with the off screens. But I think Sanji's gonna pack him up. But from a character standpoint, I could not have been happier with what happened with Sanji in this chapter. I couldn't be happier. Oda gave me everything I wanted and then some. The moment, oh my goodness. And we got a new attack. Rotisserie Strike. That was a new attack. I didn't even know that until the chat had to tell me it was a new attack. So guys, whether you like Sanji for his gags, whether you like Sanji for his humor, whether you like him for his character, whether you like Sanji for the jazz music, at the end of the day, we're all Sanji stans. At the end of the day, we're all happy today. So let's not fight. Let's not bicker. Let's be happy, because Sanji's back. and he's ready to rock. Let's go. Yo everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe here to get the latest from the channel, or also check out some other videos that might suit your specific tastes.